Hi, everybody. So one of the questions that I get asked a lot is, what is the difference between doing EFT on yourself, like with a YouTube video or maybe making your own scripts, versus doing it with an experienced practitioner? So this was actually something that I did not understand very well myself until I became a practitioner. So the main answer, to put it simply, is using, videos on YouTube, wherever you might find them. There are literally thousands of them. This is a very effective way to manage your emotional health. So whether you are stressed, whether you're angry, whether you need to get motivated, whether you are, annoyed at somebody or something, somebody said or whatever, or you're angry, using these videos, usually I'd say most of them are about 5 to 10 minutes long. This is a great way to regulate your emotions. So you can start by doing it in the morning, for example. It's a great way to start the day. I do 2 Brad Gates videos every single morning, and I have for the last, 8 to 10 years or something like that. And it's really good for being emotionally grounded and centered going into your day. It makes you much less reactive and able to respond more appropriately to different situations, even if they're stressful. So you can also use EFT videos, throughout the day. If something happens to kind of trigger you or whatever, it's a way to calm yourself back down very quickly. So the difference between using that and, the videos versus working a practitioner is a practitioner is going to help you really do the deeper work. So often some of the reasons behind our fears and anxiety are actually much, much deeper than that. So while you can do an EFT video for 5 to 10 minutes and calm down quickly, the root cause of why you might be feeling fearful or anxious is probably much deeper. It might be rooted in your past. It might be rooted in something that somebody said to you. Here's an example. So let's say that when you were a kid, you were 8 years old and you go up in front of the class to read your paper that you wrote. Let's say the teacher criticizes you and the whole class laughs at you. So the thing is that you walked away from that situation and internally you learned it's not safe to be seen. It's not safe to be heard. When I put myself out there, I'm going to be shamed. And you probably went through the rest of your life feeling very scared and uncertain about situations where you had to speak publicly or put yourself out there. This is extremely common. So the difference is, in that situation, 30 years later, let's say that you need to give a client presentation. You're feeling extremely anxious. You're feeling extremely stressed. You might be feeling panicked. So a 10-minute EFT video is going to be able to calm you down emotionally in that moment. You might need to do it a few times, but you'll be able to calm yourself down. However, if you really want to get to the root of that problem, which is the fear from that situation, then you need to work with a practitioner to be able to work on the situation and clear the emotional charge of that memory. So that's why it's important to work with a practitioner that you can trust, because a practitioner also knows the right questions to ask you, because it's not always obvious to us where something comes from. Sometimes in that situation, you might know exactly, when did this start? Well, it was back in 3rd grade, like Mr. Whatever, my teacher said this. But other things, we have residual effects from certain scenarios and situations and experiences in our life that can have lasting consequences, and we might not even really make those connections. And this is where an experienced practitioner can help you to see those patterns so that they can work on them with you and clear them. So does that sound like something that it would be interesting for you? Because if it does, I still have my Summer of EFT special going on right now until September 23rd. So this is very important to take advantage of this now, because there are 5 sessions. It's one low price, and 5 sessions is enough to really work on certain issues that you have, whether it's lack of confidence in certain situations, whether you're trying to rebuild your life, after burnout or a job loss or a breakup or divorce or something like that, and you just don't have the confidence that you used to. And you realize that it's probably because of certain beliefs that you have about yourself, negative self-talk, issues of self-worth, etc., etc. So please take advantage of this special offer. You can go to the link in my bio for, the link for that information, and I will be sharing this as well in the comments. Okay? I look forward to seeing you guys. Bye.